Alright guys, hey, what's up? Believe it or not, this is my fucking third time recording this video. Wait, why is my laptop not working? Oh. This is my third time recording this video, believe it or not. So I'm hoping this will be the last time, because I feel really dumb saying this is the fourth time on my next video. Okay, so this video is the alternative black girl tag created by Rymingtahn. Isn't it crazy how I just seen an R, like a fucking R Scrabble base? Yay for Rymingtahn. Yeah, so I think that's how you say your name. Yeah, she created the tag. I was gonna add more questions to it, but then I didn't feel like it was my place to because it's her tag. I did want to shoot her email and ask, but I was like, I'll just do these questions. It's fine. Because I already know how long I can talk, and I'm sure y'all know how long I can talk, and more questions means a longer video. So, yeah, let's just get into this video. So the first question is, how did you know you were different? So I knew I was different. I'm trying to think even deeper back. I want to say grade school, like later grade school, like 7th or 8th grade, 6th, 7th or 8th grade. But I feel like I always pretty much knew. Okay, I knew in 5th grade because I had a group of friends. We were all really close, good girls, no, not bad girls or anything like that. I was friends with 3 other girls. And, everyone's like, 10 and 11, and I was kind of young, so I was like still 9 or however old you're supposed to be, not supposed to be. Everyone else was kind of in a phase where they were liking boys, and the boys were liking the girls back. And, everybody was getting breasts, all the girls were getting breasts, and, they were just, becoming adolescents and going through puberty and stuff. And I think for me, my friends, they were already in that boy phase. And I think I wasn't quite there yet. I was still playing with dolls and, writing songs and being really girly and young. And, we still were friends, but I think that was the real reason why we all just stopped being friends. Not stopped being friends, we kind of like fell apart and went to different classes and stuff. And I think that's when I knew I was different, because it seemed like everybody was on that wave. Everybody was like not having sex but doing sexual things, or everybody was in that phase where they were obsessed with the opposite sex and stuff, and I just wasn't there yet. I was kind of grossed out by it, in fact. So yeah, I knew I was different in that aspect, as well as other things. Like, it's certain stuff I can talk to my friends about. I couldn't talk to them about anime, or I couldn't talk to them about, music, because I really liked rock music, and I really liked metal and stuff. And, it's weird why a 9-year-old kid, you're fucking 9, in the middle of, the hood and all these other black kids, and you like fucking Slipknot or something like that. And it was just weird. I guess it was kind of weird for them. I never really talked about it. So I knew I was different then. And by the time 6th or 7th grade and 8th grade rolled around, I had a whole new friend, and no one really liked her either. So with that, we were really outcast by then. And we were both into the same anime stuff, and we would draw anime characters and stuff like that. So I knew I was different from that, as well as the way I dressed. I think I was very, very alternative, especially back in the day, back in 2007, when everyone had their emo phase. Yeah, so I went through different phases or different ways of expressing myself, because I didn't really know how to express myself, because everything had to be within my, like, I couldn't let anything out, because it just didn't come out right when I let it out, I guess, and it kind of scared people or something. Everything was just internalized with me, every little thing, like, even as far as, like, saying things I wanted to say, or standing up for myself, or being creative, everything was just so internalized, and I didn't really know how to let it go. But luckily, when I got to high school, I don't know, I was just tired of that, and I just kind of let everything go. I let everything I ever knew go, and it's been the best thing I've ever did. It's, like, been one of the best choices I've ever made in my life, so, yeah. Second question, do people judge you? It wouldn't be me if people judge me. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I feel like ain't nobody will be there if no one judged them. Yeah, people will judge me all the time. They call me names like I'm not even going to the names really, but yeah, people judge me all my life, and you just gotta come to the realization that it's all very, 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 very pointless. You really shouldn't take anything people say to heart unless it's genuine. Um, because I say that because when I was younger, as I said, I was really, really skinny, and people made fun of me often about my body and stuff like that, and it was weird because as I got older, I guess I kind of embraced my body more and started showing more skin, and people were just like, oh, you need to cover up. And so it's just like people just say things just to say it sometimes. You can't really let it affect you. However, I do feel like when people judge you, it can make you a stronger person. It can bring forth strength in you, and it can bring forth creativity and just bad stuff in general. Like when bad stuff happens to you, you have to choose to either let it eat you or let it make you. And I think what I did majority of the time was I let it make me. I did let it break me sometimes, but I think for the most part I'm okay. I don't feel like their judgments hold truth in any type of way. So yeah, with that, yeah, people judge me. People judge everybody. It's just part of life. Um, Number 3, how do you react to negative people? I've learned. I've learned. Because in high school, I just always made it my duty to press my opinions and tell people what I think and try to make people come on the good side. And sometimes people just don't want to be on the good side. People just want to stay mad. People just want to stay angry. People just want to stay in the heat about things, and you have to realize who those people are, and you have to just sit back and let them do them and let them come to a realization, come to some type of epiphany themselves. It's not really your duty to preach to people. It's not really your duty to make someone think the way you do. It's really up to them, because you could have one person who's very not closed-minded. Okay, we have someone who's closed-minded as fuck, and get someone who's very, very closed-minded and doesn't want to hear anything you have to say because they just want to be right or they just want to stay negative. And then you have people who are this way because something happened to them, but they wouldn't mind, you providing insight and potentially changing their mindset. And I think that's where a lot of people are. Yeah, just know the difference. Stay away from people who just always, if you have a friend or you have someone who's always talking about someone else or always in gossip or always in drama, just just nod occasionally and keep it moving. People, they don't really address their sadness or address stuff within them. People just got to address stuff within themselves so they can actually feel better. So it's not up to you to really tell them what they're doing is wrong. And I think nowadays, now that I'm older, I kind of step back and I kind of just let people do them. And when I see people who actually want to know more, then I'll provide some insight. But don't waste your breath, okay? Okay, girl, do not waste your breath. Okay, so number 4 is, what does your family think? My family, they think I already know my family thinks I'm weird. That's no question. It's no big elephant in the room. I already know they think I'm weird. I think they just love me regardless. Like, it's not like anything like they're willing to kill me or willing to scold me for being this way. They've always known that I've been creative and out there and stuff. And you're probably looking at me and you're probably like, you don't even look alternative. You don't even look. Trust me, it's weird because like, I feel like I've evolved. Like I used to be like real. Like I will push the limits a lot. I think my thing is pushing limits, and now that I'm older, I think especially the hipster or like the girls who wear tees for being different, our styles are being urbanized and our styles are being embraced by like fashion magazines. So when you see a girl on the street wearing something, you don't think anything of it. You just think, oh, she's into fashion or something. When, clearly back in the day when, girls like myself, we used to wear this stuff, we would be called weird or we'd be called whatever. Now you see girls walking around with big jerseys and Timbs when that's what we were wearing in high school and stuff. We were being called weird. Funny story about that, actually. In high school, you guys know I was teased or whatever about my clothes, or teased just because of how I was. It's funny, like throughout my whole high school, I just thought it's weird. People made me feel a certain way about myself, the way I dress. I just thought no matter what I put on, it was just weird. But then again, I didn't care. However, like came my senior year when it was time to, when they elect like best whatever. They're not they I don't know, it could be a joke to be honest, but they voted me best dress or fashionista or something, and I thought that was so ironic because like but then again it was just clarity for me, just knowing that first they laugh, then they copy. It's a common thing, or they laugh at stuff they don't understand, like, or it could be just a big haha joke. But out of that, I gained some confidence, so I was pretty up about that. But my family, it's not like they're super against anything I wear or super against anything I may think or say. They simply just offer their insight and hope that I go along with what they would say. But 9 times out of 10, I listen and I take it in, and I apply it to anything else I do. But then again, I still have my own mindsets about things, so it's pretty cool. Number 5, how do you remain true to yourself? It's not hard if you've always had it embedded in you to never change for anyone. I just always thought that was a big thing. Like I don't know. Like, I think you have to keep reiterating to yourself, or you have to be empathetic. I think the biggest thing for me, how I remain true to myself, is that I keep that empathetic mindset where, okay, how would I feel if this happened to me, or, and I think that's where my giving spirit comes from. Yeah, I don't take into account what people have to say, because like I said, people just like to say shit to knock you down, and you just gotta keep it moving. I don't even pay mind to what people have to say anymore. I think I'm confident in the fact where I know this is me, and I know that this is what I'm most comfortable in. Even though sometimes I may feel like, oh, this may not look right, or this may not whatever. It's just the mindset you have to have. Yeah, remaining true to yourself. Keep reading. Keep reiterating to yourself that this is who you are. This is where you come from. You're not changing for anybody. You just gotta keep telling yourself that, and keep reading more about yourself. Keep learning about yourself. Take time for yourself to actually hear your thoughts and reassure yourself and stuff like that. You just have to really train yourself if you don't really have that embedded in you. Because like I feel like nowadays kids, especially kids my age, 20, 18, 16 to like 23, like we're all very, very impressionable. We all want to be liked, and we all just want to have the attention and everything, because like sometimes it's deprived of us, or we're just really, we just want to be in the loop so bad. But take time back to yourself and ask yourself, why do you want to be in the loop so bad? Why do you don't even, this is not going to benefit you in any type of way by knowing this person or doing this person, or doing this and that. Like, I'm not saying don't be a prude or anything, but like, know your limits, and know who you are, and don't let anyone take that from you ever. So who or what inspires you? I would have to say my blackness definitely inspired. Ooh, a bug. I'm sorry. I tried to get it to go on my finger, but he didn't. So I think my blackness, me knowing my black, and me knowing what my melanin means in my skin and stuff. If you know anything about that, you would know that the melanin in your skin attributes to a lot of things that you may not even be aware of that you know. But yeah, that definitely, everything, knowing where my ancestors came, knowing what my ancestors did, and knowing that I come from a place of intelligence, and come from a place of helping, and love, and nurturing, and just complete. Just makes me feel so good. Like, knowing that I come from all that, I think that's what really inspires me, because I know that I can. I'm not gonna say I know I can do no wrong, but I know that, with the help of my many other counterparts or people else who are in this journey with me, I know that I'm not alone, and I know that I can do this, because people have done it, and it's just a reassuring feeling. It feels good to be black, and I'm not saying it just because it's popular now. Everyone's so pro black, and everyone's so woke, but to be honest, it really, really feels good. It like you just feel like you're walking around in this cloud. You have this crown in your head, while everyone else is just like whatever, doing whatever. Like, you just feel like and you feel like you can do anything. So I think that's what really inspires me. My blackness really, really inspires me. So yeah, what does your girlfriend slash boyfriend or spouse think? Just like with my family or anything, I don't really think it's a big epidemic. Um, like, oh, she's this way. Like I think it's like I'm so normalized, so neutral to myself. Like I'm so numb to myself where I don't think of myself as that different, or I don't think of myself as that, you know, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? That odd or that unique. I think of me as a person. Um, like of course I know that I look different, or I dress different, but it's just it doesn't really register with me really. Like I guess it hasn't hit me yet though. Yo, you're different, or yo, you're this. So yeah, I don't really know. Like it's just who I am, and if you love me, you love me, and if you don't, you don't. That was weird. So I just take that with me, and it really holds confidence. It holds that confidence within my soul. So I just feel like I can do whatever, and I can do whatever in a sense where I am going to be prosperous in it, because I have that within me. I have that strength within me, and I have that confidence within me. So yeah, that was alternative black girl tag. I hope you guys watch more of my videos. Um, I promise you, like, I'm so much more weird than this. So stay tuned if you want to see me act even more weird. Okay. All right.